Hi guys, it's me Kelly and I am back with another video. Um so a lot has happened since I did my last video. But it's been a super long week, especially for penny shoppers. So I really feel like we need to just start off with a hug because oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna okay. Had to give y'all a little virtual hug because, like I said, it's been a lot this week. So, I wanted to update y'all on the situation that happened. Was it a couple days ago? Well, this past Tuesday. If you haven't seen that video, I'll post it in the comments down below. Like I said, I just wanted to update y'all on what happened. So, the following day, my friend had called me or had texted me. She's a penny shopper in another state. Now, she didn't have that issue because in some states it was working and some states it wasn't. But she follows a YouTuber by the name of Christie's Connections. Hopefully, I said that correctly. I will also link her channel in the description box. And basically told me to watch this video because I had told her what had happened. And so I watched her video, and basically she was saying, if your stuff didn't penny on Tuesday, that it should be a penny today, which the next day, Wednesday. And so I wasn't sure. I didn't want to have to go back and go through all of that again the next day. So I was kind of weary about going back to that store. And then, like I said, I had to deal with that lady. And that in itself was a lot for me. But I knew this was for something greater. Like I said in the previous video, I was getting these items for my friend who is also a teacher. And, I had told her that, when this stuff does go on sale, I will try and get some items so that way you have some items for your students. Because if you don't know, they do not pay teachers a lot in the United States, and a lot of teachers do pay for their stuff out of pocket, out of their own paycheck, just to make sure that their students have an amazing school year. A lot of the times, because a lot of times these schools do not provide, that stuff if they provide anything. But I really wanted my stuff because, like I had told you, I had a lot of stuff. And I think I also kind of wanted to prove a point that, like, I was not a pushover. I think you get to a certain point of your life where you just get tired of just people doing you wrong or people trying to push you over. And I was not going to give them the benefit of the doubt that I got chased away. So, but however, like I said, because that lady was being rude and slamming doors, I felt threatened. And I knew that time I was not going to go alone. So I brought a male friend with me as protection, just in case if something was to happen. And that lady was there. Um, but, people's times change for their work schedule, and then also their days change. So if she was there, I had protection. If she wasn't, then, I was good. So when I went there, luckily she wasn't there today. I'm gonna guess that her store manager maybe gave her the day off and said, take a day to, get yourself together. But the original store manager, he was still there. Um, And like I said, I didn't have an issue with him the other day. So I went in, I asked him, I was like, yeah, I came here the other day about, my items that were in 2 carts. Do y'all still happen to have them? And he was like, oh, yeah, we replaced them back and this, that, and the third. And he said they put them in the front of the store. Because, in some stores, they have like bins where they put all the clearance stuff in a bin so that way they can, have people spot it quicker and get it out the store quickly. I looked in that clearance area. That thing looked so empty and just broken. So I knew the stuff was not there. So I was like, "Are you sure? Like, there's nothing there." He's like, "Yeah, this, that, and third, blah, blah, blah." Basically, giving excuses, which definitely did not sound like it was the truth. But so then he was checking out people, and I started looking around the store to see if my stuff was actually put around the store. And I saw nothing. So I was kind of trying to peer behind the employee only door to see, like, well, my car's still there. So next thing you know, as soon as the customers go, that guy, the store manager, swooshes all the way to the back. And he was there for a good minute. So I'm pretty sure my stuff was still back there. And he was trying to load it up quickly so that way he could say, "Oh, well, the stuff's not in the store," like this, that, and third. So I went back to the front and just told him I didn't see anything. And he was just so nonchalant with it and just like, "Oh, well, it is what it is." Like, like the stuff is gone. Someone must have bought it, which, like I said, I'm not saying that it's a lie, but I'm not saying it's the truth either. So I will let y'all pick what you think it was. Now, when I had went the other day, like I said, I had two carts filled, and there was a couple things that I wasn't able to fit in my cart that I had left that nobody had touched. Now, my thing is, if someone had actually came in the store and got those items, I'm pretty sure that they would have gotten the rest of those items as well, because they were in plain sight. Like, they weren't hidden or anything like that. They were in plain sight. So I took one up to test to see if they were actually going to be a penny. I was like, "Can you check this out?" He was like, "Sure." So he checked it out and it was 1 cent. I think, and he kind of had a shocked look on his face of like what? Like, I thought like I had got, I guess he thought that I had gotten, excuse me. I guess he thought that I had gotten all the penny items out of the store. But I feel like most penny shoppers know, regardless of like if you go and like clean out the store, there's usually going to be one or two that you are going to miss. Like, there's always something, whether you go behind somebody else or someone goes behind you or you go and get some stuff and then you come back. There's always usually one that's going to be left somewhere. It just happened those were in plain sight. So I told him, I was like, "Well, can I get the rest of them?" He was like, "Yeah." But it looked kind of like he was like, kind of like how, like she found more. That, like, it was kind of like a surprised look. So yes, this does have a happy ending, honestly, even though I had to go through all that stuff. But I found, I think it was 6 shovels, like sand shovels, and I found 4 of the little pails that come with a bucket. I'm going to actually show y'all a picture of it. So I found, oop, hold on. I found these shovels. Oopsie. And then I found these buckets. And then this is my receipt. So you can see everything was 1 cent. So, sorry. So I was able to find something for my friend. And like I said, when I told her about the other day, she was like, "Oh, it's fine. I'll figure it out." So I was able to find that stuff today and I told her that I had found it. I was like, "I'm so glad that I was able to find something for you and your students." Well, actually for the students, but I was so glad I found something for the students. And I'll still keep looking. It's just a minor hiccup, and it comes with the price of, clearance shopping in general, but also just penny shopping, is that you're going to come across some people that, are just going to be that way. But I really feel like I'm not saying you have to be nasty. Definitely do not be nasty, but definitely stick up for yourself. Like, if you're not going to stick up for yourself, then you can't expect anybody else to do it for you. And it's just, one of those life lessons you have to learn. I am glad this ended up being a happy ending. And honestly, like I said, I don't plan on going back to that store. The only reason I went back was because the stuff was a penny, and I figured that stuff that I left was probably, if the carts weren't there, I kind of figured the ones that I had left that were still in the area were still there. So I'm glad everything worked out. Like I said, I don't plan on coming back. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm probably going to record another video after this for another deal that's happening today. So if you see me in the same outfit, that's why. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for listening to my rant. It's kind of therapeutic. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.